so many people like Oliver said that it was because of our wedding that Chris had a final conversation with them. And it's always tragic when somebody passes, particularly when that person is only 30 years old. But for us, we had the blessing of knowing exactly how we felt, exactly what we meant, and nothing was left unsaid.
Everybody raise your glass for Chris. To one of the greatest human beings I ever had the pleasure of knowing. To Chris.
We gather on this day, Saturday, October 1st, 2022, friends, family, and guests, to witness the uniting in marriage of Akeem Omar Muhammad, Akeem Ali, and Blair Elizabeth Brown, Blair Imani. Some practices and rituals came from the community's own genius, using founded objects and material culture to craft ceremonies that were uniquely their own. Thus, the uniting of two individuals becomes more than the joining together of two people. First, it is a personal act that becomes a political sign. Second, it is the coming together of two families with different histories, practices, resources, expectations of marriage and the world, and all of this matters. Third, as much as we want to idealize marriage as a personal choice between two people, it is always already political. And our task as a community of support for Blair and Akeem is to love and affirm them as much as we can, such that we enable their own clear self-consciousness. In other words, we want to participate as much as is appropriate in creating conditions in which they are able to see in this complicated world the complexities and motivations of their choices, giving them the greatest possible fulfillment.
I'm uniting with you, Blair, because you are a gorgeous flower with many petals. You're the sun in my morning. You're my soulmate. But to me, you're not my soulmate because of some predetermined destiny. You're my soulmate because we've already seen the world together. Because even though we're both fighting for a future where our children will be able to live as themselves, we've already changed the world together. You're my soulmate because I love the woman you were when we met. I love the woman you are now, and I look forward to loving the woman that you'll become. We're still young, but make no mistake, I've already loved you for a lifetime.
For Black people to choose one another, to love one another in the bond of marriage is quite profound and comes with the responsibility of care, as Christina Sharp's In the Wake reminds us, specifically in recognition of this context, which is to say, I celebrate any enactment of Black love, however these loving relationships are configured among Black people.
I had gotten a tour of Dr. Finley's home, and when I saw you walking up the driveway, I peered at you through the glass. And I said, thank God. Here comes this fine Black man. And my vow to you is to honor you, respect you, and support you for whoever you become, you evolve into. We've already grown so much together and built so much together, and I can't wait for what's to come.
In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, all praise is due to Allah, the Lord of all the worlds, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful, Master of the Day of Judgment in which we now live. Thee alone do we serve, and Thee alone do we beseech for Thine aid. Guide us on the right path, the path of those upon whom You have bestowed Your favors, not the path of those upon whom wrath is brought down. nor of those who go astray. Amen.
The way we're going to do this is a little different. We're not just going to have them come up and say some words and then get back down. We're going to introduce them so that y'all know who they are and what they mean to us. Things that these folks have done, not just for me or for my siblings, but for other people's kids. Selfless. Y'all are angels. And I don't know what I'd do without you. And I'm glad that I have you all as parents.
He's the real deal. Akeem is the real deal. That's my son. He's the real deal. And his wife, she's the real deal too. So we got the real deal back there. Let's lift our glasses and toast Akeem and Blair.
I know when I met Blair, I was like, yeah, she won. He gone, she won. He gone. No matter what he said, she won. Blair, you know I love you like a daughter. I'm so glad you're a part of our family now. But everybody in here know you, and I'm so proud of you, and I'm so happy for you.
And my vow to you is to honor you, respect you, and support you for whoever you become, you evolve into. We've already grown so much together and built so much together, and I can't wait for what's to come. And whether it's my dad's constant invitations to water aerobics, which you all are invited to if you find yourself in Pasadena, California at 5 p.m., or my mother's making sure that all of you will come over for dinner and she will cook you the best meal of your life, you two have taught me hospitality. These are my parents, God's gifts.
We now have a new family, and I have to say that Akeem is a stupendous son-in-law.
So we're just so happy to be here, to have Akeem, our new family. Blair is happy, I can tell that. Knew that from day one, as Christina says. And one last thing, that's exactly how your mother and I met. She called me.
I'm using the bathroom and I just happened to look up, and on the wall in the bathroom is a certificate for their marriage, and the date of their marriage is my birthday. Their anniversary is my birthday. I find out that Aaliyah, who is now a psychologist, when she was in school, in university, she interned for Blair's dad. This is crazy. It's the second coincidence. And my dad just happens to pick up this book about jazz that's sitting on the table,
which we have had in our home since 1996.
My dad just happened to pick up this book. He's talking with them, they're having a good time. He opens the book, he's flipping through the pages. Guess who he finds? My great-grandfather. And so it's all of these little things, these little tiny things. They seem insignificant, but when you look back on them, it's a through line. It was supposed to happen. And so I thank y'all for bringing her to me.
A lot of guys think that when their best friends get a significant other, they lose a friend. But for me, I've been so very blessed to gain a new sister in my life.
We love you so much. We love you so much. And
we love you. Cheers to you. Cheers to the Lou.
It's been a joy to see you blossom into the beautiful person you are today.
For God and Allah to bring you here as the last one, to be able to bring this moment full circle for us to be standing here for a new life for you and Blair to celebrate.
I'm so proud of you. I always tell you, I love you.
And I can't wait to have more fun experience with you and Smarter in Seconds.
I've been on my grind every day, just making sure that you are okay. If you don't want to be with me,
to honor and care for you.
To honor and care for you.
Until or unless
We determine that our flourishing would be more greatly enhanced through dissolution.
will be more greatly enhanced through dissolution.
Ask that you turn to your bride and salute her.